What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are all having an absolutely fantastic day. I know I am. And if you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam whatsoever. Next time you go to get in your car, you're going to open the car door, and sitting there is going to be a creature that looks cute. But let alone, if you give it water after midnight, it will turn into a gremlin and take over your city. Press the like button, otherwise it's going to happen. I don't know what to tell you guys. Real talk, though, today I'm going to be telling you guys about something that I witnessed at the skate park one time that honestly is just stupidity explained. Like, this honestly happening is, I'm just flabbergasted that most people in this situation made it out alive. That's how flabbergastingly dumb it is. And now that I've said flabbergasted enough, let's get into the video.
Ain't no I know that bitch like me. Yeah, looking fresh, all white Nike.
Anyways, I'm thoroughly convinced that it does not matter how much money a city spends on a skate park. Eventually, the kids at the skate park will start looking around the skate park for dumb stuff to skate. And me and my friends were no exception to this. There's a skate park near my house, and it was a nice skate park, you know, and it was the one closest to us, but it definitely wasn't a park to write home about at all. And like most skate parks, it was attached to a park, and then behind the park was this like wash-looking thing that looked paved. So naturally, one day after we had skated the skate park for a while and we were like, I don't know, we're kind of bored of all the obstacles and everything. We're like, whatever, let's just go see what's in the wash. So we take our skateboards and we go over, and we're kind of like skating around in this wash, and it's pretty rocky, it's pretty hard to skate through, but we come up to this hill that is massive and very steep. And the way that this hill is paved, it's not like it's a sidewalk or anything, it's like a runoff. And when I say it's steep, I mean like you probably would have to drop into this to ride down it. Like there's no way you're just rolling up and like going, you know? And I obviously right away realized, yeah, no, I'm not dropping in on that because it's sketchy enough just riding in the wash. Las Vegas doesn't really have a lot of rain, so whenever we do, we get a lot of flash floods. So our washes are filled with like tiny rocks and dirt and literally everything imaginable that's sole purpose is to make sure that you faceplant as hard as humanly possible while you're skating through it. And, you know, when I'm, like, on a board that, not a long board or anything, but, like, a normal skateboard, the wheels are small and these rocks are huge because it's not like anyone's ever sweeped through here before because it's a wash. So, no, I'm not dropping into some steep, sketchy, like, 200-foot drop. Okay, that's a little bit of an exaggeration thing because, like, I know it's going to hurt. I'm not doing it. And I know I'm not alone in this decision because most of my friends, when we find this, go, yeah, no, that looks dangerous. We're not doing it. Like, no, that looks like it's going to turn my back into a cheese grater, and that's just not what I'm feeling like doing. The last thing I want is my parents to have to come scrape me off the pavement because I decided to drop in on something sketchy, hit a rock, and just slid 300 feet downhill. But there was one kid with us, and I'm not even gonna call him my friend because I didn't really like this dude whose name was like, I'm gonna call him Toby. He had a name pretty similar to Toby, and I'm calling him Toby from The Office because everybody just hated this dude. I'm not saying that to be mean. He was just always at the skate park, and he was just mean. Like, you'd be like, oh, you guys are wimps, man. Like, you're not doing that. Someone would get hurt during a trick, like breaking their ankle, and he'd walk up and be like, haha, idiot. Like, he was just mean. But for whatever reason, he was always at the skate park, and he had followed us here. And so all of us logical human beings go, nah, this is way too sketchy. I'm not doing it. But Toby obviously takes this as an opportunity to show all of us how he's really the alpha male around here because he's willing to purposely hurt himself on something that definitely is not going to go well. I'm gonna find a picture of like something as similar as I can so I can put it on screen just to give you an idea of how rough this place looked. Okay, so I found two pictures. So this is probably about the length of it in terms of how far it was down, and then this next picture is how steep it was. And then the picture after this is like the condition in terms of how many rocks were in the bottom. So every like 15 feet intermittently, there's stuff like that, just piles of dirt with rocks in it, big enough to mess you up. But Toby, you know, just keeps saying that we're the wimps, man. He's gonna do it. He's gonna send it. And I'm not even kidding. I don't like Toby. And I'm telling him straight up, this is a bad idea, dude. Like, I don't hate you. I don't dislike you at all. But I'm telling you, it's not a good idea to do this. And he's like, yeah, whatever. Like, you guys are just, you know, you guys are wimps, blah, 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 blah. And, all right, man, I guess I'm a wimp. So he's like, I'm gonna do it, and we're all telling him not to. So sure enough, he like goes to drop in. I guess you don't have to drop in, you can kind of roll in, but like it's an awkward enough transition where you kind of have to at least rock in. And we see him kind of like hesitate on the rock in, and we see the board go, and he kind of like, woof, and then the next thing you see is his head kind of just faster disappear, a little bit quicker. And we all like kind of walk over to the edge. Not that it's a cliff or anything, but just so we can see down. And homie is flying down this hill. Like, I mean, it takes him a little bit of time to get speed, obviously, but by the time he's up to speed, he is flying. And sure enough, as soon as he gets up to like practically full speed, you know, just full steam ahead, he starts to get speed wobbles, which is a big no-no because it's a steep hill. Like, it's probably about as steep as a quarter pipe. I mean, not the entire way, obviously, but like, it's not a slight incline. So the speed wobbles hit him, and if you've ever watched somebody bombing a hill, you can tell if they're gonna survive when they get speed wobbles based on how close they are to the bottom. You know, like, if it's close to them slowing down, they're good. Yeah, he's not even halfway down the hill, and he is wobbling back and forth, dude. It looks like Helen Keller herself is trying to keep balance on a skateboard. So we're watching him fly, and everybody, like, nobody says it out loud, but everyone's like, yeah, this is not gonna end well. And sure enough, about halfway down, he manages to hang on through the speed wobbles for a bit. He hits a puff of dirt. I'm not even kidding. We see the puff of dirt, like, come up into the air. As soon as his tires hit it, you hear the skateboard start tumbling and just, like, sliding. And we don't know if it's clothes or what, but sure enough, we start, like, climbing down this thing. Like, we're all on all fours, like inching ourselves, scooting down this as he just ate it, dude. And we're not down there yet, but like, it could not have felt good. It definitely could not have felt good. But keep in mind, we've all told him, like, yo, this is a really bad idea. You shouldn't do this. You are going to get hurt. So, I mean, when he got hurt, it wasn't like any of us were like, oh my God, whoever saw this coming? Like me, I am the one who saw this coming. So we get down there, dude, and he's awake, but he's just kind of looking at us. And sure enough, basically from the top of his forehead down to his chin is just pure road rash. His shirt is gone on his shoulder. The back is all ripped up. It does not look pleasant. His right leg is just covered in road rash because he's wearing shorts. It's not a good look. And he goes, is it as bad as it feels? And we just look at him and we're like, yeah, it's pretty bad, you know? So he's obviously like, you know, well, this sucks. He was surprisingly calm. I'm not going to lie. Say what you want about Toby. The fact that he was willing to hurt himself a lot did mean he was pretty tough. Now, being willing to hurt yourself is not the sharpest thing, you know? Like, oh, I'm just going to send it down to the bottom here because YOLO. Like, maybe not the best idea ever, but you know, that's his prerogative. So he's just kind of like, is it as bad as it looks? So we're getting water bottles and like trying to rinse the dirt out of his cut because keep in mind, he hit the dirt and like the dirt had acted like a sandpaper on top of the concrete. So dirt is like scraped into his skin, bro. So we're trying with water bottles to get as much of it as we can off. And he's like, I'll be able to get up in a second, but like I can't climb back up right now, you know? So we send somebody back up to go to this ice cream truck that was always parked there, and we get some like ice cream pops, and we get some extra ones, and we bring them down. And we're like using some as ice packs, obviously, or trying to, because like we don't know what we're doing. We've never seen road rash this bad. Obviously, when you skate, you get road rash, but this dude was looking like Anakin Skywalker after the Mustafar fight, all right? For people who got that reference, that was cultured. But, you know, when Anakin lights himself on fire after the fight with Obi-Wan, like that's what half of his body is kind of looking at right now. So we're just kind of sitting here. After about an hour, he's like, okay, we can go. He went home from the skate park. Somebody skated home with him and made sure he got home okay. His mom took him to urgent care, and he was okay. But I can honestly tell you after that, Send It Toby, who was just never willing to listen to what anyone said, would definitely look around. And if everybody was like, this is a bad idea, he didn't do it again. So I guess his lesson was learned. I'm not really sure what the point of the story was. I just thought it was kind of funny and entertaining because Toby sent it and immediately ate crap. And listen, I'm not saying that your friends are always right, but if every single person you talk to is saying the same thing, there's probably a reason. Just because you can send it down something very dangerous doesn't always mean you should, okay? It's alright. It's alright. Don't end up with road rash on 80% of your body. It's okay. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd really appreciate you pressing the like button. Letting me know in the comments section down below what you thought of the video if you wouldn't mind. It just helps the video do better, and, you know, I'd appreciate it. If you like the intro song, a link will be in the description down below if you want to check it out. If not, you know, that's totally cool too, whatever floats your boat. What you should do is, if you really like the channel, is get yourself some of the OG Sub Club merch before it's gone, and once it's gone, you can no longer consider yourself a member of the OG Sub Club. Yeah. That's right, unless like you can't get it for an actual reason, in which case you're still a member of the OG Sub Club. But if you can, but you just choose, you know what I'm saying. You guys pick up what I'm putting down. Other than that, use code Scrubby in the G Fuel checkout if you are getting some. It just helps me out. And yeah, on that note, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. And hopefully I'll see you guys all next time with another video. I'm out. Peace.